Greetings and welcome to a new episode of A Pantheistic View. Today's episode is entitled A New World Order Not Predicted in the Bible. And in this episode, we will be discussing about the rise of a multipolar world connected to the rise of Asia. And with that, the potential rise of a new spirituality, which is pantheism. Throughout history, moments of global tension, like the war going on today between Iran, Israel, and the US, have often produced a familiar reaction among religious interpreters. Wars and political alliances and economic upheavals are quickly linked to passages from ancient prophetic texts like the Bible. Headlines become signs of the end, and geopolitical shifts are treated as confirmations of predictions written thousands of years ago. Yet, the world that is emerging before our eyes may represent something quite different. The new global landscape unfolding in the 21st century does not resemble the prophetic scenarios often described in apocalyptic interpretations of the Bible. Instead, it reflects the gradual formation of a multipolar world, a global system in which power is shared among several major centers rather than concentrated in a single dominant empire. In this emerging order, one of the most striking developments is the rise of Asia. In the world developments today, we kind of observe the shift of the global center. For nearly 5 centuries, the dominant centers of global power were largely Western. The expansion of European empires, followed by the economic and military influence of the United States, shaped the political architecture of the modern world. But global influence is now becoming more distributed. The economic rise of China and India, the technological sophistication of Japan and South Korea, and the growing influence of Asian regional alliances are gradually shifting the axis of global power towards the East. Trade routes, manufacturing networks, and energy markets increasingly revolve around Asian demand. The Pacific region is steadily becoming one of the most dynamic arena of global economic activity. This transformation is not the creation of a single new empire. Rather, it signals the arrival of a multipolar world in which multiple civilizations participate in shaping global affairs. Such a development may be historically significant, but it is not something described in biblical prophetic imagery. And let me be clear about that. This episode is not prophecy. It's not something to announce what is coming in the future from biblical text or sacred text. This is just coming from observation of what is going on in the world today. The writers of biblical prophetic literature live in a world vastly different from our own. Their geopolitical horizon consisted largely of the ancient Near East, kingdoms such as Babylon, Persia, Egypt, and Rome. The global civilization we know today, with its interconnected economies, multinational institutions, and planetary communication networks, was far beyond the imagination of the writers of the ancient texts, far removed from their ancient context. The modern world, therefore, does not unfold according to the symbolic geography of ancient prophecies. Instead, global history continues to evolve according to human decisions, economic forces, technological innovations, and cultural developments. The rise of Asia is one such development, shaped not by prophetic timelines, but by demographic strength, industrial growth, education, and strategic planning. World developments today, though many would still connect it to ancient texts, but if we observe clearly, they are far removed from the text of sacred writings of the past. In that sense, the emerging world order reflects human history in motion, not the literal fulfillment of ancient predictions. But there is something of a return of ancient civilizations. Ironically, the rise of Asia represents not a new phenomenon, but a return to historical balance. For most of human history, some of the world's most influential civilizations flourished in Asia. The philosophical traditions of India and China produced profound spiritual insights long before the rise of modern Western dominance. These cultures gave birth to traditions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism, spiritual frameworks that often emphasize harmony with nature, inner awareness, and the interconnectedness of all human existence. As Asia regains global influence, humanity may find itself rediscovering some of these ancient perspectives. There is an ongoing shift in spiritual curiosity worldwide. Cultural influence often shapes spiritual curiosity. As Western civilization rose to prominence in recent centuries, Western theological frameworks dominated global religious discourse. But the growing influence of Asia may gradually widen humanity's spiritual imagination. Already, we see increasing interest in meditation, mindfulness, contemplative awareness, and philosophies that emphasize balance with nature and the cosmos. These ideas resonate strongly with modern scientific insights about the interconnected nature of reality. There is an integration that is shaping ancient intuition and modern philosophy. Interestingly, some of the intuitions expressed in ancient Asian spirituality resemble philosophical reflections emerging in the modern scientific age. Many Eastern traditions spoke of universal reality permeating all existence, a cosmic unity expressing itself through nature and life. A modern philosophical perspective that echoes this intuition is pantheism, the idea that the universe itself may be the unfolding expression of the creative source from which we all emerge. In this sense, pantheism can be viewed as a modern philosophical articulation of ancient cosmic insights, where ancient sages expressed their understanding through symbols, myths, and meditation. Contemporary thinkers explore similar ideas through cosmology, physics, and philosophical reasoning. The language has changed, yes, but the intuition remains strikingly familiar that the universe is not separate from the ultimate reality behind it. So, spirituality today is moving beyond prophecy towards consciousness. The emerging global order therefore raises a deeper question. In such a world, the wisdom of the East and West may begin to converge. So, what we are observing now is the rise of a different kind of a new world order. If that is the case, then the new world order emerging before us may indeed be something not predicted in the Bible, or in any ancient scriptures. It may not be an apocalyptic empire, not a final political kingdom foreseen by prophets. Instead, it may represent a more subtle transformation, the gradual emergence of a planetary civilization, diverse but interconnected, and increasingly conscious of its place in the vast cosmos. In that unfolding story, the rise of Asia may play an important role, not only in reshaping global politics, but also in reminding humanity of ancient insights about unity, balance, and the deeper mystery of existence. And perhaps the greatest prophecy of the future will not be found in the Bible or in any ancient text at all. It may be written in the expanding awareness of humanity itself. Welcome to the New World Order as is being seen in pantheism. Thank you once again for being with me. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that share button, follow, and enjoy our next episodes.